What's your craziest gambling story?
Everyone's seen it. I mean, we were at a certain hotel playing $1,125 a spin, and it was a few of us, WBG and a few other buddies, and we're like, okay, we're going to play this, and we're going to try to hit this progressive jackpot. No matter what, we were going to hit it. And we got down $310,000, and you guys may have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to take multiple trips to get more money. And we were there for 7 hours or something like that. And it was just insane. And yeah, I think that was probably the craziest. There have been some since then similar. And we won $130,000 doing something similar. But like everyone talking and going to get more money and bringing it to the casino. And it was fun.
I watched that video, and I remember you putting in like 50,000, 30,000 at a time, losing it and be like, all right, we're going to get how do you get more money in that amount, like 30 grand? Do you just go up to them and do you wire the money, or how does that work?
There's a lot of different ways to do it. Credit lines are probably the safest way to do it. I have like credit lines at most of the casinos, but I mean, you get a point where, like, let's say at that particular casino, we only had access to 100 grand and we needed another 100,000. So, you either have to go to the bank or you have to go to another casino and take a marker out. That gets a little tricky, but can be done. And or have someone else come down who has a credit line there, and I mean, there's ways of doing it.
It sounds like in your videos, whenever you win or you lose or you're at a multiplier, like there's like a lot of murmurs and like kind of like chanting or cheering behind you guys. Is there typically a crowd of fans or viewers that kind of like start accumulating when you're gambling?
More and more recently, yes.
Yeah, because I've noticed that a little bit. How is that? Is that a pretty quick thing? Like as soon as you sit down, or
depends. I mean, it's getting to be pretty. It's an integral part of our like production because I had an interesting story where I was at the Conor McGregor
Floyd
Mayweather fight, and I was in the restroom and I was peeing, and there was a guy next to me who weirdly I was talking to, because it was very crowded. I don't know, he was wearing a hat and we were just chit-chatting. It was a very exciting atmosphere, and he was very friendly, and we were talking and washing our hands. We were talking about the fight and the after parties and this, that, and the other thing. And it was just like a normal conversation. And then we walk out into that little thing where you walk into the arena and then they stop you because it's the national anthem, And so we were just all standing there in that tunnel to go down to the cool people's floor seats, right? And I look at the dude and I'm like, that guy looks familiar. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's Leo DiCaprio. And I'm like, oh man, you're Leo DiCaprio. And I'm like, can I get a picture? And he looked at me and he's like, no thanks. And it was just because I go, God, that was kind of, mean or whatever. Like, but I think it probably gets a little bit annoying. But so I am so gracious with people all the time. Like I get stopped 10, 20 times, even if like I'm trying to walk through a casino, in a hurry or whatever, I have to pee. And I always take pictures, I always give out stickers and keychains and different stuff like that. But sometimes, you're not in the mood, you just lost 50 grand, your wife's telling you to hurry up and get home. Maybe there's been one time where I was like less than friendly. I don't think so. I try not to be, but I'm telling you, someone, I think it was like John Lennon, said, everyone wants to be rich and famous. Trust me, it's better to just be rich. So with regards to the crowds and the filming and stuff, it's super fun and it's super cool and it's super flattering and we love that everyone watches. But now we're having to have like the casino manager or security or someone say, hey, wait till they take a break. Because if 10 people come up in the middle and go, oh man, I love you guys, in the middle of our filming, it gets to be kind of weird on the video. So that's long answer to short question. Yeah.
My thought on it has always been like, we love everyone, but when we're making a video, we have to prioritize the 500,000 people that are going to watch the video, and we will take breaks when we can to talk to everybody that wants to say hi. But the crowds are cool, especially when we have a big bonus and everyone's yelling. Like they're not like interrupting our conversation, but they're cheering when we win. That's fun.
No one hates that. 99% of the people are totally normal. Yeah. Then there's that, it's always there's a couple of bad apples that are strange, and it's always the ones like that with bad breath that want to tell you secrets,
Gotta get really close to you.
And it's like, what is it with people that just don't know how to floss, that are insistent of talking so close to you? I've never understood that
For
phenomenon.
me, it's always the people that shake their hand but won't let go of your hand really bugs me. And they keep holding on to it, and I kind of pull back, but they still like hang on to it, or they hold your hand as they're telling you something.
Oh, they won't let go until you listen.
Yeah. Oh, let me, and then they keep holding it.
I don't know. It's interesting, but we love the fans and everyone's so cool. They come, we watch you guys every day. We feel like we know you, and we love it because.
Why do you think your audience is so dedicated? Because I've noticed of all the segments of YouTube, the gambling channels have a very dedicated audience where people watch consistently every single video from start to finish. And these aren't short, like 5-minute clips. I mean, these are like hour-long videos daily.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a great question, and I probably should have a better answer as to why. I think there's a lot to it. They become invested in us as people because we really put ourselves out there. They're invested in the gambling storyline. How'd they do today? Did they get their 15,000 back? There's so much, and I think as someone who plays slots, they get invested in, like, as soon as you start playing, it's like, okay, well, are they going to get the bonus? And then they got the bonus. Now they have this extra 7,000. What are they going to do with it? So it's like there's so many different things that just have such strong pull through an entire video. Plus the personality, the conversation, there's a lot to it, I think. But again, I should have had a better answer for that, and I should think about it more.
Yeah, but so it depends on if you're talking about our videos or like gambling videos in general.
I would say both.
Yeah, but I mean, like gambling videos in general, I just think like I watch them. Like I watch the short form. Like which I think a lot of people just watch the short form, and that's easy because it's like, oh, that guy bet $100,000 on a roulette spin. I'm gonna see if he won or lost because I like the reaction. Like when they win, it's like when they lose, it's like, oh, So and it's only 30 seconds or 60 seconds, for a short. The long form, I think, is a whole different animal. So someone's not going to watch a 60-minute or a 45-minute video unless they're interested. And so then to all of EJ's points, like ours is a lot more than just gambling. And we talk about everything.